Look at this little guy. He's relatively cheap, practical, and urbanistic. It's not a heavyweight like some of its rivals. Instead, it boasts the manageable dimensions of a Honda Jazz, nestling comfortably between the Volkswagen Polo and Golf in terms of space. Now, don't be mistaken, the BYD Dolphin has its peculiarities. It's not the dream car for long hauls or those seeking a status symbol, but it shines, navigating the urban jungle. This is where the Dolphin swims best, making it a prime pick for city dwellers. Sure, it's no luxury cruiser, but as a dependable, everyday electric runabout, the Dolphin does the trick without draining your wallet or leaving you stranded trying to find a charging station. The BYD Dolphin is a fresh face in the compact electric hatchback market, swimming upstream against established names like MG4 and Volkswagen ID3. As part of BYD's Ocean series, which boasts the more urban Seal sedan, the Dolphin takes a different tack. Its design is no frills, yet functional, setting aside its rival's sleek sporty vibes for something a bit more laid back. However, it still throws in some pizzazz with eye-catching colors and snappy wheel designs. What really sets the Dolphin apart is its heart, or rather its battery. The Blade battery strays from the usual lithium-ion path, opting for lithium-ion phosphate technology instead. This choice cuts cost and sidesteps the environmental and ethical issues tied to metals like cobalt and nickel. Roominess is a point in the Dolphin's favor. It's designed to accommodate 5. However, the backseat's spacious legroom shines thanks to a dedicated EV platform that ditches the traditional transmission tunnel. The trunk space doesn't quite match up to its rivals, which could give pause to potential family buyers. The Dolphin isn't just vying for the attention of existing EV enthusiasts, it's trying to convert the gas lovers. That means balancing affordability, appealing tech, and sufficient range. 340 kilometers might not break any records, but it's a decent start for EV newbies. The BYD Dolphin isn't trying to steal the spotlight from the flashier Atto 3 or the upcoming Seal sedan. It's more like the sidekick in the lineup, but that doesn't mean it's not worth looking at. In its premium trim, the Dolphin sports some decent two-tone color schemes that make it pop more than expected. Yeah, the wheels aren't bad either. The Dolphin's lights are using LED strips to stay trendy. They give the car a modern edge, which is cool for a car that tries to be more about function than form. Now, what about living space? The Dolphin does well on the basics. There's enough room to stretch, it's comfortable, and it comes with tech and safety stuff. Range-wise, it's solid, with up to 427 kilometers. Not mind-blowing, but decent for city strolls and the occasional road trip. Design-wise, the Dolphin plays it safe. Maybe too safe for some. It's not going to turn heads like a sports car, but it's got a clean look with a few aggressive angles thrown in to spice things up. The color options are fresh air, with shades like Maldive purple adding a bit of personality. Sitting in the Dolphin, you might feel like you're in a mini SUV because of the higher seating. It's great for a clear road view, but this might not hit the mark if you're after that low, sporty drive feel. Despite its compact size, the Dolphin boasts some pretty advanced EV features thanks to sharing tech with the bigger Atto 3. I'm talking about fast charging and those Blade batteries, which are a step towards greener driving. Now, what about the interior? The design is modern, and everything's where you'd expect it, but with a twist. Are those door handles shaped like dolphin fins? It's an odd choice, but surprisingly, they feel pretty solid and give the car a unique touch. The seats are vegan leather with Alcantara-style patches. They're surprisingly comfy, and yes, you get electrical adjustments up front, which is a nice touch in this segment. The steering wheel's got a premium feel, thanks to the soft wrap and handy controls. It's got this stylish vibe that's unexpected but welcome. Now, the digital dash is small, but it does the job. It might be a bit of a squint for some, especially if you're used to larger displays. But the touchscreen that flips from landscape to portrait is a neat trick. It's one of those things you don't know you need until you have it. You'll need a minute to get used to the interface, since most of the car's controls are buried in touchscreen menus. This isn't a deal breaker, but it's definitely something to note before you hit the road. The Dolphin nails storage. There are compartments everywhere. While the wireless charging is great, iPhone users will need a cable for CarPlay. A minor gripe, but worth mentioning. There's more space in the back than you'd expect for a car of this size. The flat floor opens things up, making it pretty comfy for passengers. Now, regarding safety tech, the Dolphin is swimming in it. Each model has a 360-degree camera to reduce those pesky parking bumps. Plus, Level 2 driving assistance is a standard feature, aiming to make every journey smoother and safer. And if you decide to level up, you'll find extras like front parking sensors enhancing the Dolphin's ability to steer clear of trouble. Assuming it follows the Atto 3's tire tracks regarding structural integrity, the Dolphin might emerge as a trusty fortress on wheels for electrically inclined families. The starter pack has a 44.9 kWh battery, which they claim can travel 211 miles on a full charge. But let's keep it real, you're probably looking at more like 150 miles when you're actually out there driving. Still, not shabby for city hops and daily errands. For those looking to stretch their legs a bit further on the road, there's the beefier 60.4 kWh option. This one gives you more juice and pairs with a stronger motor. BYD is tossing around a 265-mile range under WLTP test with this one. Realistically, hitting over 200 miles seems doable, which is pretty solid if you're not just sticking to urban jaunts. Diving into the specifics, the Dolphin Dynamic is our entry-level model. Comes with a single motor dishing out 70 kilowatts and 180 nanometers of torque. Powered by the smaller battery pack, it's not winning any drag races with a 0 to 100 km/h sprint time of 12.3 seconds, but hey, this'll get you around without fuss. And it's tagged at $38,890, which is pretty steep for getting into the EV game. Then there's the Dolphin Premium. This one steps things up with the larger 60.48 kWh battery and boosts the motor to 150 kilowatts and 310 Nm, slicing the acceleration time to a more respectable 7 seconds flat. You'll need to shell out a bit more for this one, $44,890 to be exact. As for the Dolphin Sport, it's supposed to be quicker off the line than the Premium. They claim 0 to 100 km/h in under 7 seconds. Now, if you're a speed demon, expect to pay around $49,990 for the privilege. 3 cars, 3 different motor setups. Let's break it down. The entry-level active trim pack's a modest 95 horsepower motor, ideal for city driving, but don't expect to win any races. Then there's the mid-range boost model, stepping up to 176 horsepower. Both of these models run with the smaller 44.9 kWh battery, which could leave you wanting more range if you plan to flex that extra power. Now, if you're looking for a bit more zip and a longer leash, the comfort and design trims might be more your speed. Equipped with a 204 horsepower motor and the largest 60.4 kWh battery, this setup promises a 0 to 62 mph dash in about 7 seconds, which is pretty fast for everyday driving. But here's where it gets interesting. The suspension. The Boost, Comfort and Design models have a more refined multi-link rear suspension, offering a smoother ride. This is especially noticeable when cruising around town. The basic active model, on the other hand, has a simpler torsion beam setup. It might not do as great a job ironing out road imperfections. When it comes to comfort, the Dolphin with the higher-end setups does a decent job at keeping things smooth in the city. However, if you hit the highway, you might notice ride quality issues, especially over bigger bumps. The car can get a bit bouncy. As for handling, don't expect to set any lap records. The Dolphin's soft suspension means there's a fair bit of body roll in the corners, and the steering, well, it's not the sharpest. It's okay for navigating city streets, but doesn't offer the same engaging drive as the MG4 EV. The BYD Dolphin hasn't hit the Euro NCAP crash test circuit yet, so I wonder how it'll fare. But considering BYD's track record with the Atto 3, which bagged a full 5 stars, there's a hint they know their way around safety. Here's my verdict. Dolphin might be cheap, but it's no match for the market's most accomplished rivals. It's comfortable, and the interior is remarkably classy. It's too bad that it lacks some of the polish the MG4 EV and Cupra Born boast. Although there are more rounded options out there, the BYD will be ideal for many customers. It's a surprisingly capable EV for daily runabouts or urban commuters.
Shutterstock Media.